You can be handsome, funny, and have a great job, but still find that a woman won't fully open her heart to you. You try hard to create that first spark, but the deep love you want never seems to happen. Why? Because most men are focused on the wrong things. You're trying to make her attracted to you, but real love for a woman comes from something much deeper. In this video, I'll show you what a woman really needs to feel on an emotional level before she can fall completely in love with you. Let's be honest. Dating can be confusing and frustrating. You try your best, say everything you think is right, and feel like you're connecting. But then, suddenly, something stops it. She might pull away, act distant, or even end the relationship, leaving you confused and wondering what you did wrong. It's usually not one single mistake. It's about the base you're trying to build a relationship on. Most of us learn to focus on surface things: how you look, your job, how confident you are, or if you're funny. And those things are important for getting her attention, but they are not what makes her stay. They don't make her feel safe enough to give you the most sensitive part of herself, her heart. For many women, love is a choice she makes when she feels emotionally safe with you. She only lets herself fall in love when a few important things are right. And that's what this video is about. These aren't tricks or ways to control someone. This is about understanding the basic way women build deep feelings that lead to real, long-lasting love. Too many guys are building relationships on a weak base because they ignore these important needs. Today, we're going to give you a plan to build a strong base. A base where a woman can feel safe enough to not just like you, but to fall deeply and completely in love with you. So get ready to stop guessing and start knowing. Before we jump into a video, I want to remind you that my exclusive online course on mastering the dating game is available now. If you've been learning from my YouTube videos, you're only scratching the surface. This course takes things to an entirely new level, teaching you everything you need to know about the dating game, from approaching a woman to building real attraction. We just finished section 5 in the course, and you won't find this information in any video on my channel. It's available in both English and Spanish, so you can learn in the language you feel most comfortable with. It's easy to access with a secure payment option. Visit the stoiccouple.podia.com or click the link in the description to enroll now and improve your dating life. Let's dive in. Need the number one: solid trust, the base for her love. The first and most important thing is trust. Now, when most guys hear trust, they think it just means not cheating. But for a woman, trust is much bigger and deeper than that. It is the solid ground for the whole relationship. Without it, none of the other things we talk about today can grow. You can't have love if there is doubt. So what does trust really mean to her? First, it means she can count on you. It means you do what you say you will do. This isn't about big heroic acts. It's about the small promises you make every day. It's saying you'll call her after your meeting and then actually calling. It's saying you'll be there at 7 p.m. and showing up on time. These small things show her that you are a dependable person. She starts to think, I can count on him. This makes her feel safe and calm. Trust also means being open. This is where a lot of men have trouble. They think keeping parts of their life private shows they are independent. But to a woman, keeping secrets can feel scary. When you're not clear about where you've been, when your phone is always plan D, or when you avoid talking about your day, you're not creating mystery, you're making her suspicious. A man who wants deep trust is an open book because he has nothing to hide. This means she doesn't have to wonder or guess because you've already told her the truth. Lastly, trust means she believes you really care about her happiness. She needs to feel like you're on her side. You show this by supporting her goals, standing up for her, and making choices that think about her happiness, not just your own. It's about her feeling that even when you disagree, your goal is to find a solution for both of you, not just to win the fight. The classic nice guy often gets this wrong. He might be agreeable, but it's often because he's avoiding a fight, not because he's truly honest. He might say yes to everything, but not follow through, which makes him unreliable. He might hide his real feelings to keep the peace, but that's just not being honest. A man you can really trust isn't afraid of arguments because he is honest. He is willing to have hard talks because he wants to understand, not to avoid things. What he says, he does. This is the kind of man a woman can finally relax with. She doesn't have to always figure out what he's thinking because she knows he is who he says he is. Everything you do either builds trust or breaks it down. Before she can love you, she needs to trust you a lot. Need Mando 2, feeling secure, a safe place for her. Once trust is there, the next important layer is security. And, like trust, men and women can have very different ideas of what this means. For many guys, security means providing money. And while being stable with money is important, for a woman it's just one part of a bigger picture. The security she needs most is emotional. She needs to feel emotionally safe with you. So, what does that look like? It's the feeling that she can be herself around you without worrying that you will judge her, make fun of her, or ignore her feelings. It's knowing she can share her fears, her worries, her crazy thoughts, and her deepest secrets. And you'll respond with care, not with criticism. This is one of the best gifts you can give a woman, and it's a must for love. Think about it. In her everyday life, she might feel like she has to wear a mask or please other people. She might hide parts of herself to be more likable. With you, she needs to feel like she can finally take that mask off. She needs a safe place away from all the stress of life, a place where she can let her emotional guard down. You create this safe place by being a really good listener. And I don't just mean waiting for your turn to talk. I mean not trying to fix her problems right away. This is where so many men go wrong, even when they mean well. She tells you about a problem, and your brain wants to find a solution. You give advice and tell her what to do. You mean well, but she might hear your feelings are a problem, and I need to solve them. That can make her feel like her feelings are wrong and cause her to shut down. Real emotional safety is built by listening with care. This means listening to understand her, not just to give an answer. It means giving her your full attention. It means showing you accept her feelings. Accepting her feelings doesn't mean you agree with her. It just means you understand that her feelings are real for her. Simple things like, "Wow, that sounds really hard," or "I understand why you feel that way," work like magic. They send a message, "I see you, I hear you, your feelings make sense." Besides listening, you create safety by being emotionally steady. If you are friendly and caring one day, but cold and distant the next, it's confusing and stressful for her. She'll start to feel like she's walking on eggshells, never sure which side of you she's going to get. An emotionally stable man is a calming person to be around, like a rock she can hold on to. He has learned to manage his own emotions, so he does, and get upset or angry easily. This makes him a safe person for her to share her feelings with. A woman can't fall in love to a man who brushes off her feelings or makes her fears seem small. Before she can love you, she has to feel deep down that you are her safe space. You're the man who can handle her true self, all of it, and love her because of who she is, not in spite of it. Need number 3. Emotional connection. Understanding her feelings. After trust and security, we move to something more advanced, emotional connection. If feeling secure is about making a safe place for her, feelings connecting emotionally is about joining her in that place. It's the skill of going beyond small talk to really connect with what's going on inside her. Think of it this way. Connecting emotionally is like hearing the feeling behind what she says. Women often communicate on more than one level. There are the words she is saying, and then there is the emotional reason behind the words, the feelings and needs that are really driving the talk. A guy who isn't connected only answers the words and misses the real message. For example, she might say, "You've been working a lot." A man who isn't connected hears that as a complaint. He gets defensive and says, "I have to work. How do you think we pay for things?" He's answering the words, but a connected man hears the feeling. He hears that she's lonely. He hears that she needs to connect with him. His answer is totally different. He might say, "I know, I've missed you too. How about we spend all day together this weekend?" See the difference? The first answer starts a fight. The second creates a connection. He didn't just hear her words, he understood her heart. To a woman, this feels like magic. It makes her feel seen and understood in a way that is very rare. To get good at this, you need to have empathy. It's about trying to see things from her point of view. When she's excited about something, you don't just say congrats. You let yourself feel excited with her. When she's hurt, you don't just feel sorry for her. You let yourself feel a little of that hurt with her. Sharing feelings like this is what builds a strong connection. A good way to practice is to ask more questions. Instead of thinking you know how she feels, ask open questions. If she seems upset, instead of the heavy question, "What's wrong?" Try something softer, like, "Hey, what are you thinking about?" When she tells you something, ask more questions like, "How did that make you feel?" Or, "What was the hardest part about that?" This shows you are truly interested in how she feels, not just in getting facts. This is the total opposite of the fixer mindset. The fixer is separate. He sees her emotion as a problem to solve so things can go back to normal. The connected man understands that sharing the feeling is what she needs. Any guy can hear her words, but the man who can understand her heart is the one she'll feel a very strong connection with. Need number 4. Being vulnerable, showing your true self. This next one is something many men are afraid of, but it's one of the best ways to create deep love. Being vulnerable. For a long time, men have been taught that being a man means being like a rock, strong and always in control. We're told that being vulnerable is being weak, but when it comes to building real love, that's completely wrong. In fact, your ability to be vulnerable in a healthy way is a true sign of your strength. Let's be clear what being vulnerable is and isn't. It's not being weak, complaining all the time, or just dumping your emotions on her. It's not giving her your problems and expecting her to fix them. That's how a child acts, not a partner. Real masculine vulnerability is the brave choice to let her see your true self. It's sharing your fears, your problems, and your dreams in a strong, self-aware way. Why is this so important? And for love. Because when you are vulnerable, it allows her to. It creates a relationship between two people who are pretending, not two real people connecting. But when you are brave enough to say, I'm feeling really stressed about this project at work, or I'm a little scared of failing at this, you open a door. You're saying, it's safe to be human here. I'm human. You're human. Let's be human together. Sharing your inner thoughts is one of the quickest ways to build trust. It shows her you trust her enough to show her sides of yourself that you hide from others. This is a great honor, and it makes her want to be open and trusting with you in return. Many guys worry she'll lose respect for them if they show their feelings. It's an understandable fear, but it's wrong in a healthy relationship. A great woman isn't looking for a robot with no emotions. She's looking for a real man, and a real man has fears and doubts. What makes him strong is that he can face them and share them in a healthy way. The important thing is to share your feelings without blaming others. For example, a weak way to share is to say, my boss is a jerk and my job is terrible. I don't know what to do. That just puts a burden on her. A strong way to be vulnerable is, I've been feeling a lot of pressure at work, and it's making me wonder if this is the right job. It's making me a little scared about the future, and I just wanted to share that with you. The first way makes her your therapist. The second way makes her your trusted partner. Another powerful way to be vulnerable: admitting when you're wrong and saying you're sorry in a real way. A man who can never admit he made a mistake is a very unsafe person to be with. But a man who is strong enough to say you were right, I messed up and I'm sorry, is showing great personal power. It proves that the relationship is more important to him than his pride. That builds a lot of respect. Being vulnerable is teed down. He path to true closeness. It's the bridge that connects your heart to hers. Being attractive might get her interest, but your brave choice to be vulnerable will make her feel safe enough to take off her own armor, open her heart, and truly love you. Need number 5, leading the relationship. Now, we get to a need that is about the core of a relationship: leadership. In today's world, leadership in a relationship can have a bad name, and people often think it means being controlling. That's not what this is about. Good leadership in a relationship means you are the one moving it forward and clearly showing you want her. Here's a simple truth. Many women want to relax and let the man lead in the relationship. They don't want to be the one who always has to make plans, bring up the what are we talk, and figure out where the relationship is going. If she always has to be the one to push the relationship forward, she'll get tired and she'll feel less attracted to you. She will start to feel more like your manager than your girlfriend. Leading starts from the beginning. It means you are clear about your interest in her. You don't play games. You ask her on a real date. You plan the date. You tell her what you want. Being able to make decisions is very attractive. It shows you're a man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to get it. This is the opposite of the guy who just waits around in the friend zone hoping she'll notice him. She doesn't want to watch her. She wants a man who actively chooses her and shows it. As you get closer, you keep leading. It means you're the one who thinks about the future and starts those talks. You're the one asking, where do we see this relationship going? This doesn't mean you tell her what to do. It means you open the door for the conversation. You provide the plan. This gives her a deep feeling of security, knowing she's with a man who is steering the ship, not just floating along. This also shows up in daily life. It's being able to decide on small things like where to eat for dinner instead of always saying, "I don't know what." Do you want to do to her? It's about planning special things that show you're thinking about her. It's about keeping the romance alive long after you've been together for a while. A woman needs to feel that you want her for the whole relationship, not just at the start. Think of the relationship like a fire. When you lead and plan things, you're adding wood to the fire. When you stop planning dates, stop surprising her, and stop starting moments of closeness, you stop adding wood. You're making her do all the work to keep it going. A woman won't feel loved by a man who is lazy about keeping the relationship strong. To do this, you have to be the one who makes things happen, make decisions, plan dates, start intimacy, begin the important conversations. Never stop showing her with your actions that you are actively choosing her every single day. This leadership doesn't make her weak. It lets her feel safe, valued, and free to open her heart. Need number 6, supporting her whole self. We've come to the last and maybe the deepest need. This goes beyond how the relationship works and into her as a person. This is her need to feel that you don't just love the idea of her, but that you are a true supporter of who she really is. It's about seeing, celebrating, and supporting the woman she is now, and just as important, the woman she is trying to become. There's a danger in any relationship of only seeing your partner as she relates to you. She becomes my girlfriend. Her identity becomes part of the couple's identity. But she has her own world, her own dreams, and her own journey that started long before you. For her to truly love you, she needs to feel you're a partner for her whole life, not just the part of her life that includes you. Supporting her means being truly interested in the things she loves, what makes her happy and excited. If she loves painting, it means asking to see her art and encouraging her to make time for it. If she cares deeply about a cause, it means asking her to teach you about it. It shows that you care about what she cares about, which makes her feel deeply valued. It also means you should be her biggest fan. Women often struggle with self-doubt. When you believe in her, it can be a powerful cure for that. When she's scared to ask for a promotion, you're the one saying, "You are more than good enough. You have to go for it. I believe in you." You help her to grow. This sends a powerful message. I'm not afraid of your success. I want you to succeed. This is the opposite of what a man who is not secure does. He might be quietly scared of her success. He might make her goals seem less important, or make her feel bad for spending time on her goals. He might be afraid that if she becomes too successful, she might leave him. A woman can't fully love a man if she feels she has to be less than she is to be with him. It will crush her spirit. She needs a partner who will help her grow her wings, not one who tries to clip them. This is how you build a real partnership for life. It's the feeling that you two are on a great journey together, but you also support each other's personal goals. You're in her corner, and she's in yours. This creates a bond that is incredibly deep. You're no longer just lovers. You are partners in every way. Ask yourself, do you know what her biggest personal goal is right now? Do you know what she's most afraid of outside of your relationship? Do you actively encourage her to spend time on her hobbies and with her friends? When a woman feels you truly see all of her, the good, the bad, her past and her future, and you choose to support it all, her heart will finally open completely to you. In short, Those are the 6 things a woman needs before she can truly fall in love. Solid trust, feeling. G. Secure, emotional connection, being vulnerable, leading the relationship and supporting her whole self. As you can see, these aren't quick fixes. This isn't about using the right opening line, it's about becoming a better man, a man with honesty, deep feelings and strong character. The first spark of attraction is the easy part. Building a love that lasts is real work. It means you have to go past the surface and build a deep, strong, emotional base. The biggest mistake men make is thinking love is something you get from a woman. The truth is, her love is a reaction to the safe and supportive space you create for her. By focusing on these 6 needs, you're not tricking her into loving you. You are becoming a man who deserves her love. You are building a safe home for her heart. And doing this isn't just for her, it's for you too. Living by these ideas will make you a better man, more aware of yourself, more caring, braver, and with more purpose. And a man like that doesn't have to chase love. He becomes like a lighthouse, and a woman looking for a safe place will naturally be drawn to him. If you like this video and it gave you a new way to think, please do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel reach more men who need to hear this. And if you want to learn more about building strong, lasting relationships, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Last, I want to hear from you. Which